Come here.
You love me.
Come
Are
here.
You riding?
Say you never wanna leave from beside me. Cause I want you.
And I need you. And I'm down for
Don't pull me over. Oh, you just want me to snuggle. Oh, okay. Snuggles. Here's my snuggles. Did you just shoulder me off of you? Bop. Bop. So today's topic of discussion is what?
Can you say it without kissing me a million times?
Today's topic of discussion is... Say it.
I'm just kidding. Okay, do it again.
Today's topic of discussion is...
Wedding planning!
Wedding planning. And all of the awesome, intense...
Oh, you're on my hair. Okay.
Oh, sorry. All the awesome... See, now I don't know what to on. All the awesome, intense planning that we've done so far. Lots of it, right? Lots of planning.
Yeah, we basically have our wedding ready.
Yeah, it's good to go. We're done until
Everything.
next winter, and we're just gonna coast.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's
That's
been
not
how
the
many?
case at all.
July, August, September, October, November. It's been almost 4 months since we've been engaged, and we don't have a date at all.
Not a hard date, no.
We have an idea. Winter of next year.
Winter
2020.
next year. It blows me away, like all these couples that get engaged. Like you see their engagement thing on Instagram, and then like the next day there's a letter in your mailbox, and it's like save the
Yeah.
date. We're like,
How are you
People.
on this? Like, I don't understand.
like good for them, but
Yeah.
also chill out.
Yeah.
No. I think it's really cool. But
So Cole and I haven't gotten anywhere. In
we've
our
gotten somewhere.
Eh. So here's our issue. We both have type 7 personalities, meaning we are very spontaneous. We are very indecisive, both of us. And so it is very difficult for us to see a location and fall in love and then not fall in love with the next location we see. It's like, we love everything, we want everything, and it's just like hard to make that decision.
And also we have huge ideas and huge visions and plans for how grand the whole thing can be. And then once you start thinking about it practically, you're just like, oh, well, we can't have 500 people there because that's going to cost $50,000. And like, we don't have $50,000 to work with, not even close. So we found that for our process to work at all, we kind of need to create our big plans and then start pruning and pruning. Prune.
Prune.
So,
Okay. Well,
anyway,
back to pruning.
different pruning. Prune. So we got to just prune it back until it makes sense. We have to prune it back.
No, but also like we go back and forth between having a very small, intimate wedding with just our family, and then having a huge celebration, or just having a decent size wedding celebration all in one, and then just like knock our numbers down significantly. Well, actually, yeah, it's really difficult. We're having a hard time. We really are, and we're really like stressed out about it. And on top of that, we're just doing so much that we're like, oh my goodness, like.
Yeah, like we consider ourselves to have a full-time job because doing this channel is a full-time job for us. And now I'm thinking about all the other people I know who have full-time jobs who planned all these big grand weddings, and I'm just like, how did they flip and do it? Like, I don't know if everybody's hiring a wedding planners, but we can't afford that except for like the day of. And so I just don't get how people do it. It's impressive. It's impressive.
It really is, but also at the same time, I think the difference is like with a 9-to-5 job, like you have a set time where you're at work. I feel like with us, we work all the time,
That's a good
every
point.
day, all weekend.
That's true.
Like it's nonstop, but we love it, and I will never complain about it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. But it's just also hard to find time. We have to force ourselves to work during a certain part of the day, which is hard.
Because we're type 7s.
Very much so.
We should put I'll put a thing of like the type 7 personality traits like right here so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically we have a long way to go. We have started thinking about things, and we're trying to take steps, and we have some meetings set up with people in the near future, like with venues, and once we get a venue settled, then we can start working with vendors and all of that. So it's coming. It's coming around the mountain when it comes.
Yeehaw. No, it's coming, and we know you guys want to see how we're doing in this wedding planning and see me try on dresses. Obviously, I won't show you the dress, but it's coming. We're not there yet. But when we get there, you'll know because there'll be wedding video here, wedding video here.
Yeah.
And then our Instagram will talk about wedding too, and we're excited about it. It's hard, and then also, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, go ahead.
But like the other thing with us is like financially, we all know weddings are expensive, and so we want a wonderful wedding. We want that, but then we also want a house. And so it's like...
future, just in general.
In a future, and so we would love to have both, but practically speaking, we can't have both. So we're having to figure out where we want to put most of our attention and our money to. And honestly, like, the wedding is great, but it's just a day. But our future's forever.
We have
the rest of our lives, and so...
I have a lot to think about. Like, we both want to pay for our kids to go to college. And, I mean, that needs to start... right now as far as saving for something like that.
I have to pay for me going to college.
We have to pay for, charisma. And so, I mean, there's just a lot to consider, and a wedding is a day. So it's going to be a very special day. But at the end of the day, it's just a day.
And we're married no matter how we have our wedding. We're still married.
Right. And that's the most important part, of course. Yeah. So we also don't feel a ton of pressure at this point because it is so far out.
Yeah.
I think that the tone is going to change a little bit as the months start sliding by, and we're going to think to ourselves, oh shoot, like we haven't gotten this done. Like, I think what we're going to do is probably set some like time, like deadlines so that we have this established by this point and this established by that point. So we don't get off track and we have something kind of spurring us along. But right now it's kind of nice that it's going to be next year, so we don't have to freak out.
But the thing is, 4 months has already passed from our engagement, which is insane. Like, it's already been 4 months, and so
we gotta have those deadlines.
It's gonna come so fast. And then my little brother is getting married in June, and it's like by the time we go to his wedding, our wedding's gonna be 6 months away. So it's gonna be here before we know it. But I also got this nice little wedding planning book.
Someone sent us that, right?
Yes, from a subscriber. So I also can't wait to use it. It's just we haven't done anything yet, but I'm so excited to use it.
This is really cool. I didn't look at this.
Yeah.
Wardrobe, guests, and stationery.
Numbers for the guest list. It's a really good wedding.
I don't want to look at all the tabs yet, though, because it'll stress me out. All the things we have to figure out.
I'm excited about this, though. But anyways, so we just wanted to update you all about our wedding planning because everyone's been asking. So we don't have an official date. We have a season in a month, in a year.
Sort of.
Yeah. And
it's coming.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We wish we could invite you all, but we're having a hard time inviting our own friends and family because we can't afford it.
I know. Drawing the line is so hard. And I'm sure everybody out there who's had a wedding before knows what we're talking about as far as how do you spend your money, so.
Yeah. Our family and our friends are very involved in our lives, and you can see that on our channel. Like, we don't just post us. Like, you see all of our friends and family, you know what I mean? And
there are a lot of people, a lot of important people, and you don't want anybody to get hurt. Like, of course not.
There's a ton of important people, especially after Cole's accident. There's so many people that played such a key role in his recovery and, being able to afford an elevator in his house. Like, his parents didn't pay for that. The community raised money. There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
I know. God, this is going to be hard.
I know. We're already stressing about a thing.
Gosh.
But hey, at least we're getting married. I mean, there's that. I mean, we're getting married. We found someone to spend the rest of our lives with. So we're grateful for that. We definitely are. Some days, though, we do want to elope. Not even gonna lie.
Let's just go to Vegas.
Like, come on, let's just
find some church. Someone dresses Elvis and call it a night.
And then have a big party.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But just to update you guys and let you all know.
Now, before we conclude the video, there is big news on the horizon. Something that we're very excited about, and we don't want to share what it is quite yet, as we haven't signed the dotted our T's or dotted. It's not official quite yet, but it's pretty official, and we're very excited about it. So stay tuned for that. I think y'all will get excited as well.
It has something to do with weddings. So.
Yes, it's wedding oriented.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. So thank you for watching, and
don't forget to like, comment, share. hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bells.
I can't follow this.
And stay positive.
Woo! Go get it.